see, has a very weird map. Alright. So... we finally made it home, Macaulay. Well, it's the place I call home now, anyway. I've lived here most of my life, arriving as a refugee before training as a ranger. Do you think you'll come to call Kirkwall your home one day? Let's see, we have... I don't see why not. Nah, I don't like to stay in one place for too long. What do we think? Call Kirkwall our home one day? I mean, might as well, right? Because we are establishing the different colonies as we're going. I think once you see the place, you might want to stay. There are so many great people here and so much to see and do. It was nice to see something new on the mainland, and I want to go there again, but it feels so safe here. You looked ill on the boat on the way up here. Are you okay now? I mean, Ava seems like a friendly chick, but she's got attitude and sass, okay? Don't mistake that innocent face. I'm fine for now, thanks for asking. Uh-huh. Guess you haven't been on a boat for a while. You looked as green as grassland, and I could have sworn you were going to puke. But I'm glad you're okay now. At least dogs seem to enjoy the trip with us. Oh no, that's Charlie. That's right, we named him Charlie. He loves the water. I'm so glad Charlie found us, as he's been a great addition to our team. Don't you think so? Yes, he's a good boy. Not really, he's a bit scruffy. Charlie's a good boy. He found us lots of, what was like food and all kinds of supplies on that last map we did. That map 4. He is, though we'll need to stock up on dog treats whilst we are here as I've run out. At least you know with a dog, they will be loyal as long as you just show them some love. Anyway, I guess I should stop talking so we can get moving. Sorry, I'm excited for you to see Kirkwall. Shall we go together? Should we go together? Alright, then. Let's go. Let's go. Well, not sure where we're going, but looks like the power is down. That's nothing unusual. The islands rely on windmills for power, so if there isn't enough wind to keep the batteries charged, then everything shuts down. Let's keep going. I guess I get that, but that sound is sounding a little fishy. Hey look, fishing cottage. I made a joke. So for everything to just be down is just odd. Okay, so how about I tell you some more about Kirkwall? Yeah, archers are pretty fast. They walk pretty quickly. Cool. There's a great museum on the island that has all kinds of stories and exhibits. Personally, my favorite places are Mrs. Fowler's Bakery and the Winking Giant Inn. I can't imagine a giant winking, though. It's a very odd picture in my mind. Anyway, can't beat a good cake in the afternoon and a gin and tonic at night. Anyway, this is the only way in and out of Kirkwall. We wouldn't want any would-be invaders easily taking over that island, now would we? Makes sense to me. There was a lot of problems in the year following the Tempest. For some reason, no one on the Orkney Islands was affected, so the good people of Kirkwall started a boat service to bring up survivors like myself from the mainland. A lot of people arrived, and naturally, a few bad people caused problems. What happened to the bad people? I hope they tossed them in the water. Just, you're bad. Into the water you go. With the fishes. First, they were sent to a makeshift prison. If they didn't reform, then they were drugged and taken back to the mainland to fend for themselves. Or that. That works too. You didn't want to listen and be good. We tried to help you reform, and you still didn't want to do that, so you just can't be part of us. We think it's harsh. Alright. They may as well have had their throats slit there and then. In the months after the Tempest, that would have been kinder than sending them back to the mainland. But then I guess you survived for 28 years. How did you manage to get by after the Tempest? I don't remember. Oh. What, you really don't remember any of the last 28 years? Or do you choose not to remember? I really can't remember anything and I don't want to talk about it. Okay. I'll back off, sorry. Let's keep moving upwards. Let's move on. Right? Okay, this still seems odd to me. Like... So, Macaulay, do you mind if I ask you a favor? What is it? So, I mentioned before on our way to New Inverness about when the Tempest began and how I lost my parents. I was only 4 at the time, so it's one of my earliest memories. They were watching the riots on the television when suddenly they screamed. The next thing I knew, they both turned out of their chairs and came running at me. My instinct told me to run out the front door, and I slammed it behind me. That's pretty scary as a 4-year-old. That's pretty traumatizing, actually. I ran out onto the street, and there were other people running out of their houses screaming and killing each other everywhere. There was a small hole in the chain link fence to my neighbor's garden, so I crawled through and sneaked behind the house as there was a forest out behind our houses. My neighbor was in the backyard screaming and holding their head as if they were in pain. I continued to crawl and kept low behind the bushes until I made it to the back fence of the garden. I was 4 years old, so I was only 3 feet tall at the time, so I had to hop onto some bins to get over the fence. This caused the bins to fall over, and my neighbor heard and came screaming towards me. This just gets more and more traumatizing the more she tells us. I managed to scramble over the fence and hid in the forest until nightfall. He's saying like, sure, go on. Yeah, go on. Like we have another option. The reason I tell you this is because the whole time I was hiding, I could only think of my brother. He's 8 years older than me, and I looked to him for everything. He was due to come back from a school trip in Scotland that day, so I knew that's where I wanted to go to see if I could find him. You don't really think about I'm sorry. You don't really think about the practicalities when you're 4, so I just started walking at night, as there was less screaming going on around then. Months later, and thanks to some early survival skills my brother had taught me, I managed to get to Scotland, which is when I learned about Kirkwall. So I hoped he had made it there. I got on the last refugee boat before Thurso was completely overrun. When I got to Kirkwall, it took time to settle in, but eventually it dawned on me that my brother wasn't there. Do you think my brother could have hid somewhere and is still alive today? Give her hope, or just completely squash it all together. I think we all need a little bit of hope. I'm glad you think so too, and either way, I need some closure, which is why I wanted to ask you a favor. I believe you are going to be sent to Wales to find out more about the suited individuals. The one that was captured relieved after some persuasion that their base is there, so my source in Upper Kirkwall Command says they want to send their best tactician there, and with Colonel Garson on the front line, I think that will be you. And so you're probably wondering what this has to do with me, my brother, and the favor I wanted to ask. Well, before Kirkwall became the last sanctuary in the region, there was rumors of another safe haven in Wales. As he was coming back from Scotland the day the tempest began, it's possible that he might have got halfway and went across to the Wales sanctuary. With you being sent to Wales, I wondered if you could look out for signs of the sanctuary there. I know it's a long shot, but I'm desperate to find him still. I have no one else, and I miss him every day, even now. I have to stick with giving her hope. I knew I could count on you. You're so awesome. Just any bit of hope keeps me going at the moment, so thank you. Okay, well, wow. Okay, well, let's keeping moving on for now. Noticing a little bit of typos here and there.
Yes, tell me what to kill.
Maybe we need to go back. Let's see, prisoner building.
Tell me your darkest place. Yeah. Yes, tell me what to kill.
Okay. So, there isn't normally iron fencing all around Command Center. This only happens when the place is on complete lockdown. That means there's been an incident and everyone has to go home and stay in their homes. See, I knew it was odd that everything was shut down. I knew it. That nothing was on, nothing had power. I knew. I wonder if this has anything to do with the captured suited individual they are holding in the prisoner building on the west side of the island. Let's keep following the main path along the coast and see what we can find out. Macaulay, I just wanted to say thank you for listening to me. I appreciate I tend to go on a lot, but, well, it's a sign that I like you. Anyway, I'm talking again, aren't I? Oh, okay, then let's go. Yeah, these are the stone houses that you can build up to, and then this is the inn.
Last night I dreamt of things. What? I smell this coming.
The soldier center. That's the prison building to our left. We'll need to go up and around to get to it. I've got so many questions to ask the prisoner. Who are they? How are they controlling the infected? And why do they all wear suits? I have a lot of questions too. Now is a good time for you to ask me anything that's been on your mind. What? So, what's with the Tempest being the name for the infected? How does the infection spread and why aren't we infected? What do you know about the suited individuals? I wondered if you maybe wanted to have some dinner together later? No thanks, let's keep moving on. Oh my god. She didn't say no though. I'm not sure if this is the time and place right now. Maybe another time? Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. She said another time. Let's go with that. I don't know why we are not infected, or at least not showing signs of the infection. Clearly it is not a typical airborne virus, and I've been scratched by an infected and I'm still here talking now. It might be that we're infected, but there is some kind of trigger that we've not encountered yet. I think if we could find out the trigger for the virus, then that would answer a lot of questions that no one has been able to solve. There was a lot of unrest and rioting around the world at the time due to some pretty unpopular governments and politics. But then it turned really ugly and people knew something had changed. Something was wrong. My parents were watching the violence unfold on the television when they turned. So how does that work? We have captured and done basic tests on infected before, but we lack the knowledge and equipment to carry out a proper autopsy and learn anything from the brain of an infected. Hopefully we'll find out more from the suited individuals, as they seem to have some control over the infected. Is there anything else you would like to ask? I can't say I know the origin of the name. It just seemed to come about. People heard others saying it and started saying the term themselves. It's the name that stuck, but I believe there's a reason behind everything, so maybe one day we'll find out. Was there anything else you'd like to ask me? Never heard of any encounters with the people in suits before our expansion onto the mainland 6 months ago. We've occasionally done supply runs to the coast, but I don't know of any unusual sightings other than the infected. Upper Kirkwall Command does keep information on a need-to-know basis, so who knows. One theory is the people who were exiled for bad behavior on the island banded together and are exacting their revenge, but that seems unlikely to me. Their theory is this group feels we are invading their land. but they haven't shown any signs of territorial behavior, and I don't think there will be any regrets about building colonies on the mainland. After 28 years, the islands were no longer sustainable for the population here, and the number infected on the mainland had dwindled over time, so the land seemed ripe for the taking. It was for when I came here, but there is a generation of people born on the island who have never seen anywhere else. After things settled down and the bad people were kicked out, everyone learned to live with one another, and there hasn't been trouble for years. I guess we've forgotten what evil looks like, and that it still exists in many forms.
I need to kill something. Yeah.
You don't need to kill anything right now.
No. All right. No.
Yeah. Look, there's Mackenzie up ahead, but he's alone. What's going on? We should go speak to him together, then all head down together to the prisoner building. I like Mackenzie, but I would feel safer if you were by my side. Stay close, and then let's go forward together. Oh, I want to be close, I see.
Wrong enough. Yeah. Just tell me what to do.
Long time no see, brother. It's good to see you again. I have much to tell you, but there's no time. What's happened? Where is everyone? The prisoner, the man in the suit. It was a mistake bringing him here. That's what they wanted. It was all a little too easy, and now everyone has paid the price for our ignorance. Again, what's happened? Where is everyone? The prisoner told me everything, but the awareness of the truth is fatal. The source of the infection, the tempest. We are one, and you are two. What? They are all sleeping. Soon to be reborn under the tempest. I wish I could tell you more, brother, but then you will share my fate. What fate is that? I can't control it. I let the tempest in, and now it has me. Please let me die, brother. Leave me behind and escape. Go forward and find McCracken to the south. Don't go back, or you will die. See? I knew something was off. Alright. Do we leave him here, or do we take him with us? I mean, whatever we do will affect the story, obviously. See what this does. Oh. We're gonna have to kill him. Brother, I'm sorry. I can't fight it. He is too strong. Run, whilst you still can. Mackenzie looks in agony as he hits his head repeatedly, but then he stops and stares at you as he says, "Goodbye, brother. I am sorry. We are the Tempest." Oh!
Let's go. Yeah.
That scared me. Keep going, Macaulay, and don't look back. Ignore the prisoner building now, and let's keep heading south. We can probably find refuge away from the houses at Kirkwall Museum. Use me to kite the infected away from you to buy you some time, or just let them get distracted by the buildings.
Here's my note on your sentence. Great.
So, but he's coming with us anyway. No, 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 no. Keep coming. What are you doing?
It's a nice way to die.
Yeah, they're distracted by buildings. It's fine.
I need to explode the skull. Now it's time.
That
Here's my
gave
note
me
on your
a
sentence.
freaking heart attack.
So many
I'm still
times.
confused that he's...
Yes, sir. You want to kill.
Oh. This is Kirkwall Museum. There's a live map here which we can use to see the whole area. Let's see. One moment. Oh my goodness. Everywhere, everyone I know is destroyed. This is a nightmare, right? I'm so sorry, Ava. How has this happened? Why? I don't know if I can go on. Macaulay, what are we going to do? Let me survey the map.
They are trying to break through.
Yes, it is something to
Okay. Where is... Where's the other dude? Oh, shit. He's like all the way over there. Um... Why is my one... Key network? Oh. Hold on, I'm trying to... Find something. Oh, never mind. Okay, well this is bad. At least they can't get into here. That's awesome. At least it looks like these will get stuck. And once they get through all the buildings, they're gonna try and run and get to these. Look at them. They're gonna sit there trying to get to this and can't. Alright, so it looks like we need to get here.
Last night I dreamt of planes exploding.
I was just looking at the map and just see what's going on.
My rifle is ready.
Alright, we're gonna fight our way down this way.
Our defenses are being attacked.
Yes, it is something to
We're gonna go over here. I don't know how we're going to get him though. Look, that's McCracken up ahead next to Smith's house, an oil factory. I wish Smith was here with his Titan machine. For now, let's get some answers from McCracken before I do something I will regret. should have left his butt behind, man. Macaulay, I can't go on much further, brother. The tempest is too strong, and I might not be able to control my actions for much longer. Once you are safe and finished here, I'm going to stay in Smith's house right here. And Ava, take good care of Macaulay for me, sister. It's been quite a ride. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon, brother. Oh, he's mad at us. Macaulay, Ava. We're like, what have you done? I did what I could not control. I was told the people of Kirkwall made a mistake and that they shouldn't have come onto the mainland. They were told not to, and there had to be consequences. So, you did this? Yeah. First, I wiped out Upper Kirkwall Command. Then I started the lockdown, and the Tempest took care of the rest. I didn't want to do it, but I'm too weak to fight the influence of the Tempest. Now I must live with what I've done. Then, it's your turn. Whoa! You turned on us? I thought you were one of us. I am. I was. We all came together 6 months ago to help Kirkwall. We all said we couldn't remember much from the past 28 years. I wanted to help. I wanted the gold. But the prisoner made me remember my true goals and purpose. We are one, and you are two. You just haven't remembered yet. So what happens now? I still have some control left, but not for long. A part of me still wants to help, which is why I've been waiting, holding on for you. There's a backup command center underground, but it was abandoned because of what is down there. The oil well that Smith has here will take you down to the tunnels below. Shoot the oil bells to open the way forward, end my suffering, and stop me from doing any more harm. Oh. Farewell, old friend. Alright, well.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Let me put an arrow in his head.
Bye-bye. Macaulay and Ava climb down the chasm opened by the explosions. By going underground, they have survived for now, but Kirkwall is overrun, and the infected are sure to follow the sound of the explosions. You will need to reactivate the backup command center underground and build defenses to hold off the infected that are on their way. But in doing so, you will uncover the dark secrets that are held below. Well, we killed him. Should have left that other dude instead of saving him or whatever. But I was trying to be nice. You know, trying to be good.